We're not going to say having an affair, because the world tries to make it sound nice. That sounds appealing. Let's go have an affair. Let's go have an affair. No, let's call it what God called. You committing adultery.
Amen.
So that sounds rough, don't it? Adultery. Nobody like to hear that word. So we try to sweeten it up, having an affair. No, you committing adultery. So adultery is the reason why couples may have to split. One couldn't be faithful to the marriage vows. One couldn't be faithful one to another. They go outside. Listen, and you can never fix your marriage problems with someone from the outside.
So true.
If there's something going on between you and your husband, the only two, or you and your wife, the only two that can fix it are you two.
Yes.
Trying to pull another woman in or another man in, that's not fixing nothing.
That's right.
You're committing adultery. Amen?
Amen.
So an adultery is one of those such cases where separation and even, God forbid, a divorce may have to take place. Number 3, domestic violence. Domestic violence. We're talking about the such cases as mentioned in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 when he says such cases. A brother or sister is not in bondage in such cases. So now, elders, we're qualifying the such cases. Here's a such case. It's domestic violence. Domestic violence. Now, I want you to put parentheses. We're going to cover everything. Pushing, shoving, hitting, kicking, biting, or slapping, etc., etc., etc. Domestic violence. We're talking about pushing, shoving, hitting, kicking, biting, or slapping. Domestic violence. Listen, if you got that going on in your home, you may need to separate. You may need to separate. No, I ain't no man. You need to separate. You qualify that. You need to separate. You got this hitting going on. Y'all hitting one another, kicking each other, biting each other. You're not pleased to dwell. Remember we read in 1 Corinthians 7 where he says if you're pleased to dwell. See, if you got all that stuff going on in your house, somebody's not pleased to dwell.
That's right.
If we got to kick, scratch, punch, push, pull, and shove, if I got to try to bow up on my wife like I'm all bad, if I got to do all that, then I'm not pleased to dwell.
Amen.
You're not pleased to dwell. You're not happy to be with that woman, because if you was, you wouldn't be treating her like that. You're not happy to be with that man, because if you was, you wouldn't be treating him like that.
That's right.
Amen?
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Domestic violence. Okay, and then the last one, sexual perversion. Sexual perversion. You got this going on, you need to get up out of there. Sexual perversion. Then put parentheses, incest, rape, and child molestation. Incest, rape, and child molestation. Incest, rape, and child molestation. If you got that going on in the home, you need to get up out of there. First Lady McGee and I will never tell you, stay on in there and let the Lord work it out. No, we're going to tell you, get up out of there and watch the Lord work it out. Get up out of there. You see, one of the things, First Lady McGee and I, we watched that movie Precious. We watched that movie. And we wasn't impressed. We wasn't impressed. And if you like it, that's cool. You know, we all different. But we wasn't impressed. And one of the parts of that movie that bothered us is what I'm talking about right now. Is when Monique's character watched her husband rape her daughter. And she got an Oscar for that, playing that type of role. She watched her husband rape her daughter and knew her husband was raping her daughter. And instead of getting her daughter out that house and away from that man, she stayed on up in there, hoping that if he had my daughter enough, then maybe he'll love me too. You see, this is one of those such cases. See, while the rest of the world glorified all that, First Lady McGee and I, see, we on God's side. We didn't glorify that. We sat there through the whole movie. We was like, we can't believe this. Can't believe this. Now, we ain't hating on Monique. We ain't hating. I'm teaching truth. I'm a minister of the gospel.
Amen.
And for us to sit there and watch this woman peep through the door and watch her husband rape her daughter, and then throughout the course of the movie, take it out on her daughter.
Yes.
Blaming her for all her problems in the movie. That's how society operates. And that's what I told y'all. If you keep following Hollywood, it's going to send you straight to hell.
Yes.
So, If you got child molestation going on,